Manjula Mishra, Director, Holosafe Security Labels Private Limited and Media Head, Laghu Udyog Bharti, Uttar Pradesh, joins us on the broadcast. Manjula ji, thank you so much for taking time out and speaking to One India. Always a pleasure to speak to you. First things first, how do you see this budget? Lots to talk about. You are a woman entrepreneur, and the way skill training for MSMEs, SOPs for SMEs, and then a lot for the women folk as well. How do you see it?
Yeah, it's a very optimistic budget, very
Mhm.
positive, and it shows the confidence of the government to the growth of the economy. Uh, I think India is in a very sweet spot in when we talk about the global economy, and the thrust of this government on infrastructure development, on women development. So all
Mhm.
this is very good news. It all the macroeconomic factors which the FM has laid out, that the fiscal deficit will go down to 5.1% by
Mhm.
2026. The inflation will be targeted. So all this is very shows the resilience of the Indian economy, and
Mhm.
hence the confidence of the Indian economy, which is very good news.
Right. Indeed. And you come from one of the most populous states in India, Uttar Pradesh, a state which has seen a lot of transformation. How crucial it is as of now, the upliftment of SMEs and MSMEs as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned?
Uh, Uttar Pradesh is the largest state in the country, and
Mhm.
it is larger than many countries in the world. So, the importance of Uttar Pradesh, it cannot be overemphasized.
Mhm.
India has around 6.3 crore MSMEs, and 90 lakhs of them are in Uttar Pradesh.
Mhm.
So they have contributing a lot to the UP's economy and to job creation. Hence,
Mhm.
they're called the growth engine of UP. So hence,
Mhm.
it is very important that the MSME sector in Uttar Pradesh they grow, and
Mhm.
the government of India's policies and UP government policies, they are
Mhm.
uh, uh, they are facilitating this growth of MSMEs in UP. Yes.
राइट। मंजुला मिश्रा हमसे बातचीत कर रही हैं अभी, डायरेक्टर हॉलोसेफ सिक्योरिटी लेबल्स प्राइवेट लिमिटेड और मीडिया हेड लघु उद्योग भारती उत्तर प्रदेश की ओर से। मंजुला जी, ये ब्रॉडकास्ट जो है वन इंडिया इंग्लिश, वन इंडिया हिंदी और गुड रिटर्न्स, इन तीनों पेजेस के थ्रू दर्शकों तक पहुंच रहा है। हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे उत्तर प्रदेश मॉडल के बारे में। अक्सर ये बात होती है जब हम लोग एक सक्सेसफुल स्टेट की बात करते हैं, गुजरात मॉडल की बात होती है, महाराष्ट्र मॉडल की बात होती है। उत्तर प्रदेश ने अभी पिछले कुछ वर्षों में अपने आप को बीमारू स्टेट के दर्जे से निकालकर एक प्रोग्रेसिव स्टेट के तौर पर अपनी पहचान बनाई है। ऐसे क्या फैक्टर्स आपको दिखते हैं, चूंकि आप लघु उद्योग भारती से भी जुड़ी हुई हैं? व्हाट वर द फैक्टर्स, क्या ऐसे कारक रहे जिससे कि यूपी की इमेज में परिवर्तन आया?
Yeah, UP has it's no more a Bemaru state. It has already become the second largest state in terms of economy in India.
हम्म।
And even in ease of doing business, there have been so many measures taken by UP government that it has become second in the ranking of ease of doing business.
हम्म।
So doing business in UP has improved a lot during the last few years. And UP, it has set itself a target of 1 trillion economy by 2027. And
हम्म।
there's a lot of FDI and all that happening through the Global Investor Summit and all that. So it's a very positive outlook at the moment. And the factors facilitating is that there's been a lot of improvement in the law and order situation in UP. And so that has improved business sentiment. The infrastructure, the network of expressways, the airports, and all, it has really improved doing business. It has brought moving goods across the state. So all this has facilitated a lot. The UP government's MSME friendly policies,
हम्म।
that has also boosted the confidence of MSMEs, and a lot of other industries is coming to the state. So
राइट।
all these factors combined, I think, and the government of India's, of course, government of India's various initiatives like the GST, the bankruptcy code, the digitization drive, the reduction in corporate taxes, the MSME Act, the thrust on early payment for MSMEs, all these various basket of measures for which has helped the growth of MSME and in UP too. Yes.
Well, yes, indeed, Manjula ji, who would need an introduction to Uttar Pradesh's ease of doing business scenario? Because very recently, I believe in yesterday's or day before yesterday's newspaper, we read about the film city, which
Yeah,
is now coming up in the Greater Noida region, and
right.
the bids were out, and I presume the contract has also been delivered to
Yeah.
develop that. And this is the impression, equating it with Maharashtra or Mumbai. I think it's an achievement. One final question, Manjula ji, before we let you go. HoloSafe security labels. What kind of work does your company does here, and how do government initiatives help MSMEs like HoloSafe, if I may ask, when it comes to the actual groundwork, that is being done in these industrial sectors in Uttar Pradesh?
Yeah, Holosafe, we are a woman-led MSME, and we are in the printing packaging space. We manufacture products like self-adhesive printed labels, shrink sleeves, BOPP labels, holograms, and so on. So we are a B2B company, and so we work for bigger companies who have branded products of their own. So all measures of the government, like which have led to formalization of the economy,
Mhm.
have helped benefited companies like us. And the formalization, the digitization of the economy, it has created a more leveling field for small companies like us, and hence it has largely benefited. And all the measures which are being announced now and the way forward, I think it is a very optimistic scenario for the MSME sector and for companies like us.
Right. Manjula ji, one final question I can't help but ask. The role of women. You mentioned earlier that HoloSafe security labels also is a women-centric company. Help us understand, for a state like Uttar Pradesh, which is now coming up out of the shackles of an age-old image, what role are women playing in order to improve that image of Uttar Pradesh?
Yeah, uh, for there are several initiatives of Government of India and UP government for women entrepreneurs. Though when I started around 15 years back,
Mhm.
that time things were difficult. But now we have a lot of schemes, from credit policy to marketing to to allotment of industrial plots. So there are a lot of slew of measures which are promoting women entrepreneurship. Even today's budget speech, we have seen that there's a lot of thrust on women empowerment and women entrepreneurship. So this is all because it makes a lot of economic sense as well. IMF has already stated that if India increases women participation in the workforce, then there will be a growth of 1.5% in GDP, only by women increase of the women participation. And of course, it makes a lot of political sense as well, because women, they are the bigger vote banks now.
Yes,
So
definitely.
yeah, it makes so
Right.
very exciting times ahead.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Manjula ji, for speaking to us. Always a pleasure to speak to you. And thanks for, breaking the budget down for us. We wish you the very best for the days and months to come.
Thank you for inviting me. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Manjula Mishra there, Director, HoloSafe Security Labels Private Limited, and Media Head, Laghu Udyog Bharti, Uttar Pradesh, speaking to
Thank you.
One India.